on charge of my shows on. Bro hit sales like Gohan.
All right, we've got a pretty rainy day here in Slovakia, and Martina and her family are dragging me to riding horses, which I'm not a fan of. The last time I did this was in Dubai, and we'll pop up a clip somewhere.
Big me.
How old
You want to go by yourself?
Yeah. No. I guess I had bad form, or I don't know what it was, but these kids behind me live here. They don't really speak any English. They want to be on YouTube, so I'm gonna let them say hi.
Hello, how are you? How are you?
That's very good.
So good. Hey, have fun.
Okay, here we go.
Erosion, 2 man blazing, a guy implosion. Wink at your base, semi-colon, stolen, dial him a thing, Kelly rolling.
I don't know how we went from rooftop pools in Positano to this. I'm actually gonna be serious for 1 second. In these moments, I really don't feel like doing this, but I know that if I do it, I'll feel good after. I'll feel accomplished. I've ridden a horse before. Oh, this one's shitting right in front of us. Yeah, I've ridden a horse before, but I don't know, just doesn't do anything for me. But getting out of my comfort zone, doing something different, it's good for the soul.
Dial him a thing, Kelly rolling. Jake's in a car patrolling, hoping to find a snake and a rodent. Spinners from 1940, surely the man them got tools like Milwaukee. Purely, only telling facts, not porkies. Are sure
Hopefully we don't hit a tree.
Show me. My bros coming out in their 40s, don't say, but I've heard it like a jury.
You know what's crazy? As much as this isn't my vibe, I'm really enjoying the simplicity of what goes on here. We're taking a walk, you know, got all the kids here. The little boys are obsessed with the drone, so we threw it up in the air. I let one of them fly it. Man, this is like reminding me of my childhood, you know, be outside, biking around, just be outdoors. This is something that I think as a whole, as society, we're losing, but especially the places that I like to be, like Miami, it's not really like this. So it's really refreshing to do this. It's very grounding. And it's also nice to be around some kids because they just bring a whole different energy. They're very curious and crazy, and it's just funny. So anyway, that's what we're doing here. And we're gonna go back to Grandma's house tonight, get some food, keep it going.
Energetic, poetic and athletic. You know I get down and dirty when it's time to set it. I'm tearing through, clean your scene like ammonia. I drown ya, flood 4 corners.
Good morning from week 2 in Slovakia. Me and Martina are on our way to get some coffee per usual. We're gonna go read a little bit, and we're walking through this beautiful wellness center here. It's just stunning. We'll do a B-roll either before or after this clip to show you some of it. But as we head to this coffee spot, and I'm thinking about this book that I'm reading, there's a really small tweak that I made in how I choose my books that's made a huge impact on me and our business, and I wanted to share it with you. So I used to get recommended books by, you know, entrepreneurs and friends, and I would just read whatever was a good book as long as it related to like business or, you know, self-development. And I think that's great, but the topics aren't always super applicable to what's going on in life. So now I only choose books based on the problems or the areas of life that I'm trying to improve. And that way I immediately get to apply what I'm reading in real time to what's going on in life. So very small tweak, but I think a lot of times we can get distracted by suggestions and, you know, maybe books that just pop up on the internet that look good. So I really encourage anyone who's trying to, you know, level up in business and in life to pick a book that's applicable to what's going on right now.
You couldn't test the one and only Mike Titan. Now you hear it, now you know it. The body of the life force came forth just to show it's crucial. Lyrical style ain't what it used to. Microphone check 1, 2. I hit the atmosphere, give MCs visions of comets. Technique hit by force the earth, I hit embalm it. Immaculate conception with the weapon. Emitting mind-boggling.
I just wanted to share this with you. There's been no air conditioning here. It's actually been pretty tough because I'm very impacted by my environment, you know, maybe for better or for worse. That's part of the reason I moved to Miami in the first place, is because I wanted to get out of Philadelphia and get into an environment that really energizes me and makes me feel good every day. And unfortunately, where we are now, it hasn't been that. So work every day has really been a grind to push through. There's really not a lot of inspiration and motivation going on, and just overall just been feeling a little bit lower than normal. And this is part of it. So I decided to, you know, pop the camera on and just explain that, and yeah, just show you what truly does go on sometimes. So Today we're leaving this hotel. We've been here for a week and we're heading into the mountains of Slovakia to stay at some different cottages for the next few days. So I'm very excited for that because we'll get out into the wilderness and I'm going to try to make it meditative, try to give it like some intent when we're there, try to get something great out of it. So that's what we're doing. This is pretty crazy, huh?
Young boy at the top of the block with a white front door in the corner, subtle. Cool boy always in trouble. Why you think his brethren called him Knuckles? 10 years old in beef, dad thinks streets taking over me. Mumsy praying for me, but there ain't enough beads on the rosary. Raised by the wolves from young, but still in the jungle like Mowgli. Always up front when the oldest speaks, so we're never as dumb as one's supposed to be.
Before I begin, this place is insane. We just hiked up this mountain in Slovakia. We're at this lake. As you can see, the camera's following my head, so that's why it looks like that. But anyway, honestly, I've been a little bit unsure about how to do these Slovakian vlogs because they're different than our typical vlog. We're in a different environment and the videos are usually work heavy. My lifestyle is usually pretty similar across the vlogs. But in Slovakia, we're doing a lot of outdoor stuff, which is why a lot of the footage you've seen is in the wilderness, it's hiking. And I'm taking the time to disconnect from work, you know, not every day, but today specifically, I've got an away message on my email. I've got my phone on Do Not Disturb and just trying to reset myself. I've been searching for a lot of answers within the business, new ways to drive more revenue, new ways to brand ourselves, really just how to break through to bigger and better levels. And sometimes instead of searching for the answers, when I dial back and I disconnect, that's when they come to me. So that's what I'm doing while we're here. It's really just a cool experience. At the end of this week, we fly to Marbella, which will be back to the usual lifestyle that you're used to seeing on these videos. But yeah, that's really it.
The day that I met, like the day that Tom met Jerry. Only out of his hole for the cheddar. Whether he knows if the coast is steady. Ready, one eye on the road like Fetty. First encounter, Don was a youth while under pursuit, he was only 11. Like getting me, stole with his brethren. They asked him his name and he told them it's Kevin. Bright-eyed copper, most likely his wife he divorced. No more than a fortnight on the force. Young lad undergrad had a light for the law. But he saw something about Kevin. He saw a cold look in his...
That we can look at them and be like, all right, this feels right, this doesn't feel right, and like what starts to fit the brand. Like I've also been enjoying just speaking to the camera and doing the stories and giving like just things that I do, which essentially are advice and tips, but things that I do to optimize myself, you know, better follow-up, all this stuff, and I've been getting great messages from people.
Hit the country for a drive just to clear my mind. Blow a blunt into the sky, got me here in time. Slim bumping by my side, you can hear the vibe.
All right, we are at one of the coolest accommodations I've ever stayed at in the middle of Slovakia, and it just started pouring. So we're at this cottage right now. Let me turn this around. Such a vibe. So this is all part of the property here, this big swing. This little thing is a fire pit. And then to heat up the hot tub, you got to make a fire. And everybody's chilling.
Stress nothing, don't fear the ride.
Good morning. Waking up in this beautiful cottage out here in Slovakia is really something special. It's certainly a long way away from Brickell, Miami. But this was needed. It's really beautiful out here. I'll obviously be taking some great drone shots for you. But I want to update you on a couple of business things that are really just great right now. So as a company, we're just rapidly growing, and with growth comes new challenges. So needing more people, especially in the sales department, has been super key. So we hired an additional sales support role. And that person basically will do all of the non-sales activities for our salespeople. So generating quotes, working in the CRM system, doing some of the follow-ups, and that allows the salespeople to then spend more time on the phone doing what they do best, which is selling. And then on top of that, I also interviewed a new account executive that could help handle our national accounts. And for me, that would be key because I'm handling a lot of our national accounts at the moment. And I really, really liked him a lot. And I wanted to talk about when you interview somebody, for a long time I was always trying to figure out how do you know if it's the right person, and you look at their experience, their skills. It's also a feeling, is the vibe there between you? Same way you would meet a friend and you just know you hit it off. That's really important when hiring, at least it is for me. So had a great initial call with him. So that's what's going on there. And then on top of that, instead of just bringing in humans to help the sales team, we always try to leverage software. And I had a great call with an AI company. They're essentially consultants, and they help build out sales pipelines, emailing, learning language models, basically anything that you want to utilize AI in your business. And I really liked them also. So just a great day yesterday of calls and progress. And it's nice to be doing it out here. It's kind of funny. A couple of days ago, I was talking about how sometimes when I fully disconnect, that's when some of the best stuff happens after. And coincidentally, that happened. So really good stuff. Right now, I'm going to get back to reading a book. I'm reading $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. And then got a little day ahead of us.
Just take a hit to the lung. Roach stinging in my finger.
We've got the barbecue going on right now. Some chicken, some burgers, some cheese, a rib. Very fun. This is a cool life. We're setting up the food here, and then come look at this. We got the hot tub going. This thing is cool. You have to put a fire in it to get it warm. Obviously, I'm from America and didn't know that was a thing. The big swing, and then look to the right. This view is crazy. I hope you can see on the camera, but like the fields with the hay, I mean, this is nuts. Anyway, I will certainly miss this. I'm really looking forward to getting to Marbella and getting on to the next experience, but this is crazy right now and certainly something special, so we're going to take it all in on our last night.
Flying in the wind straight into the sun. Smoke lingers on the tip of my tongue. Up high, been baked in the fragrance. Sunlight beams straight in my statements. Sometimes seem faded and vacant, but I've been away chasing paper and paper.